good matchup in store between the Seattle Mariners and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one, as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Mariano Oshiro gets the ball for the Angels in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3, but if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
Now batting, Ken Shea, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
For Seattle, second baseman, number 33.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he shows bunt on the game's first pitch as this misses for ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A high fastball is in there. Lots of sunshine in the forecast. 83 degrees here at first pitch. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Oshiro has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do, with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
A moment now to give you a look at the Mariners starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
You know, I'm looking forward to seeing if that man hitting 8th can continue to stay hot. Yeah, 8th. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
And there are our umpires. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, you know, D-Row, the book kind of on Earl Hendricks is he likes one side of the plate or the other. Could it be where he sets up behind the catcher?
It could be, Dan, but as a hitter, that's all you look for. I'll give you a little bit off the outside edge if you're going to be consistent with it.
And a diving effort, but the ball kicks off the right fielder's glove.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Stepping in now, Victor Wolf, as he lifts it in the air to right field. Calhoun will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning.
Batting fourth, center fielder, Santo Salter.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Santo Salter. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Short, hit hard. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. One left for Seattle. M's nothing. Robert Ling gets the ball for Seattle in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that throws 2 types of fastballs. A 4-seamer, which is more of his true riding fastball that he'll throw up in the zone. And the 2-seamer is the one that he'll sink to try to get ground balls. So even though the fastball is one pitch, he has 2 pitches that are different, even though they're both fastballs. A 4-seamer up in the zone, 2-seamer down in the zone to try to get the ground ball.
The next 0-2. Hit hard up the middle. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. To be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Well, the moment now to take a look at the starting 9 for Mike Scioscia's Angels. Danny, who stands out to you?
You know, I'm excited to watch Justin Upton right now. He's one of those guys you want at the plate in those big game-defining moments. He's such a clutch hitter. I love watching him in those situations, and hopefully we'll have that in this game as well.
Here it comes on 0-2. And Upton swings and misses on a good pitch, and he's set down on strikes for out number 2.
Batting fourth, designated hitter.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and standing in, trouble now in the person of Albert Pujols. The 0-1. Base hit into right center. Kinsler rounds the corner and is headed home, and he'll get in there safely, and the run will score as the Angels grab the early 1-0 lead.
Great piece of hitting here. Man on first, and they're playing him to pull, but he crosses them up and goes the other way with it, making the outfielder cover a lot of extra ground. That allowed the runner to come all the way around from first to score, and that was a great piece of hitting.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. 1-1. Here it is. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater.
And the third baseman is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. Angels get 1 on the Pujols double. Second inning coming up, and the Angels lead it here 1-0. So striding in, Lou Yabu. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
Lou Yabu.
First offering on its way. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see 2 different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
Time for a look at the Angels on defense. And let's focus on Cole Calhoun. I feel one of the most underrated ball players in all the game. Gold Glove winner, makes some real highlight plays out there. Just got a nice feel for the game.
A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. And that's the second out.
Batting 7, left fielder, Lee Leo.
Standing in, Lee Leo, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Slow roller back to the mound. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So digging in now, Zach Kozar set to lead off the home half of the second. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Here comes the 0-1. A fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's how the Mariners are going to line up defensively. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Behind 0-2 now. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Leo is in pursuit. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting 8, the shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
In now for the Angels, Andrelton Simmons will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Angels go down 1-2-3. We play 2 innings. It's 1-0. Now the beauty of the Southern California coast. Thanks for being with us for daytime baseball on MLB Network from the Big A. First pitch on its way. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Settling in now, Mitch Haniger. First pitch of the at-bat. And he fouls this one off. One out, nobody on. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance, Ken Shea. First delivery to him on the way. Hit on the ground out to short. Simmons has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Mariners are down on 4. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit in the air out to center field. Salter has a read on it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting. Second baseman.
Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a knee-high fastball. The windup and the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit hard on the ground to short. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. Seared down the first baseline. And this will get past him down the line at first. It's a fair ball. And the run will score from second to make this a 2-0 ball game. And they are going to let him come all the way around to score. And that is pure charity right there. This is line to left. Leo is going to get there as he backs up to put it away. And there are 2 gone now.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Here's Albert now. Hard hit to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors. Leading off the inning, Jason Tan, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a liner. And this is a fair ball heading out toward the 330 sign. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Standing in now, Victor Wolf, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Line toward right center. And that's in there. Base hit. The relay. And this will wind up a closer play than I thought, but he's in there with 2 bases.
Up next for Seattle, center fielder, Santo Salter.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Santo Salter. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch on its way. Lifted the other way out to left center. And this ball's going to get down, and it should plate a couple. And the run is in to score from third.
Now batting, the first baseman, Mlb.
Ready for another chance. Mlb, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the stretch. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left as they take the lead 4-3. I'm sure you know what's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch.
Third baseman,
into the box now, Jay Chen. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot here to left, and it's now 5-3.
And I think that just shows how much that 3-run homer affected him. He was still kicking himself for that mistake, and then he made another. Clearly, these guys are seeing him really well right now.
In now, Leo. As he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. And that's in there. Base hit. Legs churning. He's headed for second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Now batting, designated hitter, Nelson Cruz.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here comes the first pitch. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike one.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close. You could tell this guy's been in.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one without a doubt is gone. A 2-run dinger off the bat of Nelson Cruz, as it is now 7-3. Well, that was this lineup's 3rd homer of the game.
D-Row, some days the fellows walk in with their hitting shoes on, and this looks like one of those games.
Yeah, but there's a saying going around the dugout right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants a chance to get into that batter's box.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger, as he sends it on the ground to first. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Now batting, second baseman.
So back to the top of the Seattle lineup, digging in, Ken Shea, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. The 0-1 on its way. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. 7 runs have crossed the plate in the inning. Popped him up. Valbuena in foul ground. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. Coming to the plate again, Jason Tan, as he'll bat for the 2nd time in the inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
It's really hard to match up this poor performance when you dive into the numbers. This guy's thrown over 80% of his first pitches for strikes, but he's going to need to have to clean his stuff up a little bit better and get the ball down in the strike zone.
Hit the other way out toward right field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs. There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center, and it's now a 7-4 ball game. Into the box, Zach Cozart. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Lifted down the line in left. And no one will track it down. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Little dribbler down the line, but it gets fouled.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves.
Now that ball is smoked, carrying to deep left, and that's off the left field wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Well, when you serve up pitches like that, Matty, you know these hitters are going to put some good swings on it. And that's what happens here as he blasts this thing. The last two hitters have really set the stage.
Man, I thought for sure we were going to see back-to-back jacks right there. Yeah, so now we'll see if the next guy can keep this train rolling. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 0-1 pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. And that is through into center field. A base hit. And the run is in to score from second. He's set and the pitch. And that one right down Main Street.
Stuff has never been a problem with this pitcher. It's execution and location that has always been his bugaboo. And that's exactly what happened here. I know he's ahead 0-1, but he's finding the heart of the plate way too often.
Valbuena on at first, nobody out. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Looped out toward third. Throw won't get him.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy. You can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Leo has a play. 1 down.
Now batting, second baseman.
Back to the top of the Angels lineup now, and stepping in, Ian Kinsler. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attacking the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fast.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So it's 2 runs on 4 bases. Digging in to try it again, Victor Wolf. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. The windup and the 0-1. Takes a high fastball for a strike. So despite featuring a pair of aces on the mound, this game's taken an unexpected turn as neither starter seems to have brought his best stuff in this game, something both lineups have certainly taken advantage of.
Well, Dero, we had contrasting styles in this one. One power pitcher, one control pitcher. Both had rough outings in this one.
Yeah, that's why you love baseball, right? You can't handicap this thing. We came into this not knowing who was going to win out. Was the finesse guy going to locate? Was the power guy going to have his big-time heater? Neither of that came to fruition. Tip of the cap to both offenses were found in the baseball today.
Now batting.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. Pitcher can't be too mad.
Stepping in now, Mlb and he is tied up on the fastball there to start things out. It's strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calhoun has a read on it. 2 down. Digging in and looking for more, Jay Chen comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
The last at bat, Nettie D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough to be. Here's Justin Upton now. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. No balls and 1 strike. And Upton swings and misses on a good pitch that time, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Now here's the pitch. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Here it comes. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. Another 0-2 coming. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
And a great pitch there as Pujols swings and misses, and it's always a sigh of relief when you can set him down. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Angels.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Leo. These two have not faced each other at the major league level. First pitch of the at-bat. Line toward right center. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his 2nd double of the ballgame. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat head out front and pull it into the gap in the right center. Now they're set up pretty nicely for a good inning after that leadoff double.
Nelson Cruz will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. Dives, and he hangs on for the out. Wow. He thought about 3rd there, but retreats back to 2nd safely.
Right fielder.
A throw behind the runner at second. Back in standing. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger as he rips it on the ground to second. On to first, and there were two down. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ken Shea. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup. He's set. Here it comes. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one. 7 runs, 10 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. And he is in at third base with an RBI triple.
I guarantee you at release point he wanted to pull this pitch back. Change up middle of the plate usually gets deposited in the seats.
Standing in now, Jason Tan. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. That makes it a 9-5 ball game. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
The pitcher hadn't recovered from the sting of giving up a triple, and then he gets belted for a double. The lead grows, and the guy on the mound is probably wondering if his day is going to be ending soon.
In now, Victor Wolf as he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Trout is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 6-7.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Seattle, number 25.
Leading off the inning, Zach Kozar, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall back.
Here's a huge swing by Kozar and a drive to deep left field. Gone! Solo shot here to left, and just like that, it's down to a 3-run ball game.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in the game.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike one. Lifetime against Mark Zipchinski. He's 1 for 4. Behind 0-2 now. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Every pitcher gives up home runs, some more than others, but the best ones, forget about them as soon as the next guy digs into the batter's box. He showed me a lot right there by going after the next hitter and striking him out on only 3 pitches.
Up next for the Angels, catcher, Martin Maldonado.
Digging in once again, Martin Maldonado. He flew out in his last at-bat. In there for strike 1. 6 runs, 9 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Maldonado behind the ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Line drive to center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So that plate appearance extends the inning for Ian Kinsler.
Now batting.
First pitch of the at-bat. Late that time for a strike. Against Mark Zipchinski, he's 2 for 4. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. But the Angels do get one back via the solo.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Angels.
Riding in once again, Santo Salter. He singled his last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a big swing, and this ball is rushed out to deep center field. And gone. An absolute bomb. So it's a solo shot to dead center as they open up a 4-run lead. That's dinger number 6 on the day between these two lineups. I feel like I'm watching home run derby here, guys.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
That was pretty obvious in live action that ball was hit hard, and after analyzing it with our show track technology, we see that our eyes did not deceive us. 114 miles an hour was the exit velo, an impressive swing of the bat.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Simmons is there, and a good throw gets him one gone. And they've got him hung up out there between second and third. Now they tag him out between second and third, and it's a double play. Ready once again, Leo. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch on its way. Little tapper down the first baseline. Foul ball, however, strike one. Here comes the 0-1. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
Obviously looking to pull the baseball right there, out in front on that off-speed pitch. This will be an interesting sequence right here to see if he slows him down even more or tries to run a heater by him.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
Sent out to straightaway center field. Trout has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. But the Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Here's the first pitch to him.
No balls and a strike to count.
0-1, here it comes. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. And that one is gone.
Oh, man. That can only count for 1 run. That was an absolute bomb. He squared it up as good as you can. And there wasn't a person in the building that didn't think that was gone.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Eric Goodell comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Eric Goodell.
Into the box, Justin Upton, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. For his career in this matchup, he's got 2 hits in 22 tries. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Sliders in for a strike. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Here's another 1-2. Fouled off. Skied into straightaway right.
Haniger in pursuit.
And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The designated hitter, number 5, Albert Pujols.
Here's Albert now. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
A ball and 2 strikes to Albert Pujols.
Ready on 1 and 2. And now a swing and a miss by Pujols as they punch him out, and that's a big out number 2.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
A ball and a strike now. Fly ball out toward left center field. Chen moving to his left, and that's the 3rd out. Angels do.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Angels.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offense.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is crushed into left field, and this one ain't coming back. This ball is gone. A solo home run from Nelson Cruz. His 2nd home run of the game as they open up a 4-run lead.
Now batting, right fielder.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0. Misses for the 2nd ball. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Two and 1. The 2-1 is laid off of for ball number 3.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
Hard on the ground towards short. Taken in by Simmons. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Second baseman.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ken Shea. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Way late on the fastball for strike 1.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
Upton is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Ready for another shot now, Jason Tan. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ballgame. Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and the inning continues. So the 2-out hit keeps the top of the 8th inning extended.
Well, there's no denying he was all over that fastball. That's what we like to refer to as a little bit of an ambush. 0-0 heater gets turned around.
Stepping in now, Victor Wolf. And he puts it on the ground to second. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So Nick Vincent is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 50.
Ready for another shot now, Zach Cozart. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8th. First offering on its way. Grounded foul off to the right and over toward the dugout. Here's the 0-1. And it's fouled away. Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one. He had to see if he would swing way outside the zone.
The 1-2. There's a fastball that misses.
You can visibly see the body language of this guy on the mound is completely changed during this at bat. 6 foul balls has to be completely frustrating him that he can't put him away.
Leo is there, and he has it for the out.
Now batting.
Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our 2 starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line, as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. Luis Valbuena swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. Up high in the air. Chen shading to his right. 2 gone. In now is Andrelton Simmons. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. Around second now and headed for third. And a relay to the plate. And happy birthday as they allow him to cross with the inside the park home run as he catches his breath to reflect on his good fortune.
Boy, the home fans are loving that inside the Parker. Looked like he was carrying a piano around his back when he rounded third, but he made it. Somebody get him an oxygen mask.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Juan Nicasio enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning. Standing in now, Martin Maldonado. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here comes the 0-1. Swinging a ball chopped foul down the left side. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. So striding in to start the 9th, Santo Salter, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Boy, this guy right here on that last AB, how about straightaway center field? He hits a bomb, and as a pitcher, you're trying to pitch to the big part of the ballpark, but a guy like this, if he has pop to hit it.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. A solo shot here to left, his second of the game, as they open up a 4-run lead.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Angels, number 25, Mlb Rivera.
In now, Lou Yabu.
Now batting.
This is line to left.
Lou
Upton is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Into the box, Jay Chen.
And he hits it hard to the right side.
And stretching for it is Kinsler, but it's out of reach. A base hit.
The left fielder, number 99, Lee Leo.
Ready once again, Lee Leo. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. From the stretch. Lifted in the air out to center field. Trout has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Nelson Cruz is going to have another crack at it here, and it's been a great offensive performance for him so far. This was back in the 8th, his second home run of the game, as he dearly loved to make it 3 right here. Back goes Trout, and just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. They'll add on to their total as the run scores all the way from first. Tried to make it home when he shouldn't have, and now they've got him hung up. And he'll be tagged out heading toward the plate, and with that, the inning is over. So 2 runs on. Back to the top of the Angels lineup now, and stepping in, Ian Kinsler. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Strike one to start the at-bat. Sent on the ground out to second. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And a great job to stick with it here as he gets the first out of the inning.
Center fielder, number 27, Trout.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. His lifetime line against Nicasio. He's a .333 hitter. 0-1 the count. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
He throws him on the breaking ball that time. Mike Trout becomes out number 2 in the bottom of the ninth. Edwin Diaz takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. He's set, and the pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. And the throw is wide as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time, and we'll have to see how they want to score that play.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Into the box now, Albert Pujols. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Upton, the runner at first with 2 gone. Angels down to their last strike. Ground ball left side. He's got it. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
And if you're looking for when this game was decided, that's pretty easy. It was the big 4th inning. That was the big turning point, and they made it stand up the rest of the way.
13-8. The final score in this one. Seattle scored a lucky 13 in this one. Robert Ling pitches well enough to get the W. Mariano Oshiro was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and the rest of our crew. This is Matt Vasgersian, and you've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. See you next time.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 1 minute. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.